Good morning to all. My name is Chetan Gaikwad from Mechanical Department, RSM Polytechnic. Today we are going to study the diesel power plant. Last lecture we have studied the hydroelectric power plant, all its working principles, maintenance, advantages, limitations and site selection. Today we are going to study the diesel power plant. Diesel power plant or standby power station is the plant when we use diesel engine as a prime mover or combine a diesel engine with an electric generator to produce electric energy by using diesel fuel. So basically in this there is a diesel, we are going to study with the diesel power plant. Diesel power plant, the basic fuel is what? Diesel, which is readily available in the market. Okay, so it's a commercial fuel which is having certain cost. When prime mover of the alternative diesel engine, then the power station is known as diesel power station, because electric diesel engine is there and generator is there. Once you attach these two components together, diesel engine and generator, which are coupled by the two shafts, then we can say that that is called as a diesel power plant. So you can see in this diesel power plant the various construction of diesel power plant. This is a diesel engine is there, which is first we start from top. There is a fuel oil tank is there, fuel oil pump is there, then filter is there, then pump is there, then fuel injector is there. Okay, then through compressor air is being passed into the engine, filter is there and compressed air is being passed. At the bottom or left hand bottom of the figure you can see that there is a lubricating oil tank, lubricating pump is there, filter is there. You are passing the lubricating oil to the diesel engine, and used lubricating oil is being passed from the bottom of the diesel engine, is being passed to the filter, oil cooler, and this oil is being cooled by the cooling water pump. Condenser is there to cool that lubricating oil. Then again the diesel engine is connected to the generator, and exhaust and the outlet is given to the exhaust gas is being passed through the silencer. Basically how many components are there total? Several components are there. Diesel engine is there, air intake system is there, exhaust system is there, cooling water system is there, fuel supply system is there, lubrication system is there, and diesel engine starting system is there. So these are the different components of diesel power plant. So it's a total layout of diesel power plant. We know that diesel engine works having a very high compression ratio. So it requires air as this inlet. There are two walls into the diesel engine, inlet wall and exhaust wall. So in the end there is a fuel injector is there in between the two. Okay. So in this we are taking the compressed air from the compressor to the diesel engine. So in the compressor we are taking already the compressed air. Then the inlet wall opens, it takes the compressed air, it compresses it, and at the end of compression the air is again compressed into the diesel engine, and the fuel injector at that particular pressure the fuel injector works and injects the fuel or injects the diesel into the engine. Injects the diesel into the engine such that the combustion takes place and power is being produced. And after that the power is being produced, but at the end of the after the power stroke, the exhaust gases are being moved off. The exhaust gases are moved out of the diesel engine by means of silencer. And once the diesel engine power shaft and the generator shaft are coupled to each other such that the mechanical energy is converted into electric energy by means of generator. So this is a detailed view of the diesel power plant. So you can see that diesel engine, air intake system, exhaust system, cooling water system, fuel supply system, lubrication system, diesel engine starting system, all you can see in this figure. Now draw this figure as per your convenience. Now we'll see the major components of diesel power plant. First is the diesel engine is the main component for combustion of fuel, produces mechanical power. Fuel system is there for injection system, lubrication system to reduce friction and wear of engine parts and to remove heat. Generator is there, it converts mechanical energy into electric energy. Air intake and exhaust system is there. Air for combustion is drawn and exhaust gases are thrown out. Cooling system is there. Starting system is there. Compressed air is supplied to engine for starting purpose. So you can see that smaller units can safely be started manually by hand cranking. However, large units are being used compressed air for starting purpose. Compressor is supplied to the engine for starting purpose. So air intake system you can see in the figure, exhaust system you can see. So air intake and exhaust system is drawn and exhaust gases are thrown out. Fuel system you can see from day tank to storage tank, transfer pump is being used, fuel system is being used, then fuel injection pump are used, monitors and supply fuel for ignition of the engine. Cooling system are used for cooling the or lubricating oil to the engine. Removes heat from the engine through water jackets, passing through combustion chambers, cylinders, pistons, etc. So cooling system is very important in the diesel engine to improve the efficiency of the engine. Lubrication system is there to reduce the friction and wear of engine parts, to remove the heat from oil and before recirculating it. Factors affecting site selection. Basically the approximate dimensions of the equipment are required. Then location of the equipment and the minimum clearance between each part is required. Natural lighting and proper ventilation provision must be there. The ability of future expansion to the building with minimum changes. Fifth point is provision for installing at least one spare unit in the future and provision of small workshop, stores, office and so on. So these are certain advantages of diesel power plants. They can be installed quickly, no need any warming period, overall capital cost per unit is less, can run effectively in part loads. They can be started and stopped quickly as and when required. Cooling water requirements are low, less manpower needed for supervision. Limitations. High running cost at diesel is expensive, maintenance and lubrication cost is high, operation is noisy, complex mechanism. Plant capacity is limited to 50 megawatt of power, not suitable for long period due to overloading, difficult to construct on large scale. Maintenance cycle. There are 7 steps of maintenance cycle. First is lubrication service, cooling system, fuel system, testing batteries, routine engine exercise, keep your diesel engine rendered clean, exhaust system inspection. So we will study now the comparison of hydroelectric power plant and diesel power plant. Location wise, water must be available. Diesel power plant can be installed anywhere. Initial cost of a hydraulic power plant is more high. Of diesel power plant it is low. Fuel cost, no fuel is required, and high fuel cost is there for diesel power plant. Operating cost is very low of hydro power plant, and operating cost of diesel power plant is very high. Cooling water not needed, mandatory for diesel power plant. Pollution is nil in the hydro power plant. It is high rate of pollution is possible in diesel power plant. Transmission cost, very high transmission cost in their hydraulic power plant and very low transmission cost is there for diesel power plant. Life of plant is for 50 years. For hydraulic power plant, diesel power plant is around 5 years. So these are different questions of unit 1. You have to solve it and submit it to me by next week. So in this lesson we have studied hydraulic power plant, diesel power plant, comparison between hydraulic diesel power plant. Now we will study